join me on your mat. If you like any blocks or bolsters, you can grab your blocks and bolsters. If you like a strap, grab a strap. And whatever you like for your yoga class, get yourself ready to a comfortable seated position. So I'm sitting on my knees today because I pulled a little muscle in my back. So I might be modifying my practice today. And as always, this is your practice. Do what you need to do. If you need to modify in any way like I am doing, then just welcome that and do your best to embrace that, as I am doing with my lower back. So it's so funny, I got a massage and over the weekend, and this morning I sneezed, and as I sneezed, I pulled a muscle. So I don't know if any of you have had that happen to you before, but I might have had it happen, but it's been a while. So interesting. All right, let's settle in. Shut your eyes. Notice your breath. Notice the gentle rise of your inhale, the gentle fall of your exhale. Let your lips seal. Let your tongue rest on the roof of your mouth. Hands can be resting on knees or thighs. Just notice your back. Nice and long, spine long, your shoulders soft. Chin maybe just slightly tucked towards your chest, so the back of your neck is nice and long. With each inhale, find a little more expansion. With each exhale, a little more softening. We'll take about 2 more breaths here, your pace. So as you take maybe 1 more breath, I'm going to read you one of my favorite yoga quotes. Sums up today how I feel about yoga. And it's an anonymous quote. It says, "The yoga pose is not the goal. Becoming flexible or standing on your hands is not the goal. The goal is to create space where you were once stuck. To unveil layers of protection you've built around your heart, to appreciate your body and become aware of the mind and the noise it creates. To make peace with who you are, the goal is to love." All right. I love that quote. Let's open our eyes and take an inhale. Reach your arms up, lengthen with your fingers towards the sky, the ceiling. Interlace your fingers and root the palms of your hands towards the sky. All right, from here, let's bring our hands to the back of our head. Gently press head into your hands. Take an inhale, open, expand. Exhale, round your belly and your back. Elbows forward, gaze looking down. Inhale, open, expand. So a sitting cat-cow. Exhale, round, elbows come together. We'll do that 2 more times, your pace. Next time you inhale, open, expand, bring your hands down by your side. We're going to interlace our hands behind us, root your knuckles down and away. Take an inhale, gently turn your gaze up, and exhale, soften. Take 2 more breaths. Nice job, you guys. Release your hands. And then just take a few rolls of the shoulders up and back. We'll take a few half circles with our head. Just turning your head from side to side. Chin can come to chest, over to one shoulder, and then back over to the other. Noticing how your head, your neck feels. If it feels good to do a full circle, feel free. We'll take 2 more cycles of breath. Good job, you guys. As you come back to center, let's find our way to hands and knees. Our true cat-cow position. We'll find that same movement with our spine. So on your inhale, you're gently arching the back, gaze looking forward. On the exhale, rounding as you gently bring belly button towards your spine, your lower back. Keep that movement going with breath about 3 more times. Take 1 more cycle of breath. And then we'll find our way to our first down dog. You can bring your fingers up, maybe 1 hand print. Curl your toes, lift your hips. 5 breaths, down dog. Bicycle out your legs, sway your hips. As you finish your next exhale, come back to your knees. Take an inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. And then exhale, plant it behind your left foot. Press your right pinky toe edge into the floor. Left foot comes out like a kickstand, right arm reaches up, modified side plank. So remember, just really focusing on what's going on with your body today. Try not to get too concerned with getting into that perfect pose. Like that quote said, it's not the headstand, it's not touching our toes, it's getting in touch with creating space. Option is to lift this right leg. I did it automatically. Option is to grab hold of your right foot with your right hand, kicking that foot into your hand. So creating space, as I was saying, that's the goal. Creating space where we were once stuck. As we do yoga, more and more we start to create that space. Slowly let go of your foot if you have hold of it. Bring your hand and knee back to the mat. Take a round of cat-cow. I know I have some space in my lower back today that I need to create something there. All right, let's take an inhale. Left leg reaches up. Exhale, plant that foot. We'll do that same thing. So your right foot comes out like a kickstand, left arm reaches up. Notice how this side feels compared to the other. Maybe you lift that leg. Maybe you grab hold of your foot as you kick foot into hand. Try not to bring all your weight to that right arm. Hug into your core, release, and bring that left hand back to the mat. Take a round of cat-cow. Nice and easy with your breath. Let's find some moving cat-cow motion here. So inhale, arching your back. Exhale, rounding, bringing sit bones towards your heels. And then do that 3 times your pace. Nice job, you guys. Take 1 more cycle of breath. And then let's find our way back to our down dog. Curl your toes, lift your hips. Take 1 more breath, cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Sigh, exhale out the mouth. Nice job. All right, finishing your exhale, come back down to hands and knees. Inhale, right leg lifts, just like before. Exhale this time, right foot over to the left. Look out over left shoulder, 2 breaths. Inhale, lift that leg up, bring it all the way over to the right. Plant your foot. Feel free to come down to forearms and take 5 more breaths. Gently letting that right pinky toe edge of your foot press into the floor. The more your sit bones come towards your heels, the deeper the stretch in your right inner thigh. Sometimes I like to move here, moving forward and back. Today I'm staying still because of my back. If you like something that is a little bit different, feel free to modify. One more breath. Finishing your exhale, slowly find your way back to your hands. Inhale, lift that leg up, and then do a few circles with your right leg. And then bringing that right knee back. Let's go left leg in the air. Inhale. Exhale, bring it over to the right. Look out over right shoulder. Curl your left toes. Excuse me. Left heel pressing into that imaginary wall. Inhale, lift that leg up. Bring that foot all the way over. Press into the floor. Coming down to forearms. 5 breaths. And then finishing your exhale, come back to your hands, lift that leg up, take a few circles with that left leg. And then coming back to the mat. Take your knees, spread them wide, find your way to your first child's pose. Let your forehead come to the mat or to a block. Notice with each inhale, the rib cage expands, your lower back expand. With each exhale, notice everything softening. 3 more breaths. Finishing your exhale, let's come back to hands and knees. Find your way back to your down dog. Curl your toes, lift your hips. As you finish your exhale, come to your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Slowly step both feet forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, coming to Tadasana, let's just simply rock side to side. And then coming back to Tadasana, mountain pose, feet can be hip distance apart. Take an inhale, lift both arms up. We'll take that right hand, wrap it around your left wrist. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, gently lean over to your right. Take 3 breaths. Nice long line of energy from that left foot all the way up your left leg, your arm, your shoulders, your fingers, and then inhale back to center, grab opposite wrist, inhale, lengthen, exhale, lean over to the left. Notice that right foot gently pressing into the mat as you send breath up and down that right side. Inhale back to center, exhale, bring your hands down behind you. Take a few rolls of the shoulders up and back. All right, let's take our feet, spread them wide. Turn your toes slightly in, bring your hands behind, interlace fingers, favorite thumb on top, take an inhale. Exhale, slowly tilt forward, 1 vertebrae at a time. Once you get there, feel free to bring your hands down to the mat. Let your head ragdoll, take 3 breaths. If your hands are still interlaced, bring them down to the mat. Walk them out as far as you can. Wide standing down dog. Gently push your hips up and back. Let your heart melt, your armpits melt. 3 more breaths. All right, walking hands back underneath your chest. We're gonna inhale, hands to hips, and then exhale, slowly come all the way up. Oh, nice job, you guys. Let's turn our toes out. Find a nice, gentle Shiva's pose. Nice and easy. Let your hands slide down your thighs. Let your back get nice and long. So shoulders gently come back and down. Shoulders are soft, long spine. And then option is to bring hands palm to palm. As your sit bones root towards the floor, your knees gently press towards your pinky toes. 5 breaths. Feel free to shut your eyes here. Remember, it's not the pose. It's creating space where we are stuck. Okay, so sometimes we get into a pose and we just go, oh my gosh, this is not my pose. Okay, so let's breathe into the pose and soften and let go. Where you are tight, send your breath. Find some softening with each exhale. Take one more breath. As you finish your next exhale, we're going to slowly come to standing. Straighten your legs, reach your arms up, star pose, maybe turn your gaze up. And then exhale, hands down by your side. Heel toe your feet together and shake out your legs. All right, let's come to the front of our mat. We're going to step our left foot back. So I'm going to go to this side of my mat. Left foot back for warrior 2. Finding heel to arch alignment as we bend into that right knee, arms reach out, looking out over right fingers. So shoulders are still soft, sliding back and down. Right palm's gonna face towards the sky. Inhale, reach forward, exhale, reverse your warrior. So there might be some more experienced yogis in this class that want to take this further. Left hand can come around to your front hip crease, or maybe it reaches up your back and your right hand reaches down to grab it. So this is just an option. You don't need to go here. You can stay in your reverse warrior. Modification 1. Option 1. 2 more breaths. Open into the pose. Create space here with your breath. Each exhale, we create space and we go a little bit deeper. As you finish your next exhale, come back to warrior 2. We'll find side angle. Right arm rests on your right thigh. Okay, so we're not putting all the pressure on there. Hug into the core so your arm is barely resting. Left arm reaches up and over, palm facing down. Gently spinning left rib cage towards the sky. Gaze can follow. So some of you might go into a bind here. I'm going to stay right here because of my lower back. But if you're going into a bind, you're going to bring this back hand under, back and around by your lower back. Right hand's going to go underneath your thigh and you're going to grab hold. Take one more breath, and if you're in a bind, slowly come out. You're going to inhale back to warrior 2. All right, nice job. We're going to find triangle pose. So you're going to straighten that front leg. If you'd like to bring back foot forward just a little, feel free, arms reach out. Inhale, left hip slides back as you reach that right arm forward, and then right arm to your right shin, left arm reaches up. So option to look down at that right foot, look straight forward, or look up towards the sky. Keep breathing. Option is to let this right hand simply dangle and hang. Both of your hips are gently pressing into that imaginary wall. Both shoulders, so you have the same space between your right and your left torso. One more breath. Looking down at your right foot, we're going to inhale, come back up, warrior 2. Bending into that right leg. Hands to hips, simply turning to the other side. We're going to bring that right foot so it turns in, left foot reaches out. Find warrior 2, left side. So going a little bit slower today in this class, not only because of the quote, my theme of creating space, but also because I have a little bit of a tense back. It's hard for me to move fast. So if that is not part of your practice, you need to move a little bit faster, feel free. We're holding each pose a little bit longer today. Really noticing the breath in each pose, noticing what's going on without too much judgment. Let your body soften and relax with your breath. One more full cycle here. Left palm faces up, inhale, reach forward, exhale, reverse your warrior. You're finding that variation. Maybe your left hand slides down to meet that right hand. Maybe you stay. Tongue can be resting on the roof of the mouth as you inhale through the nose, out the nose. One more breath. Inhaling back to warrior two, we're going to find our side angle. So left arm to left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. Stay here or move into your bind. Right rib cage still spins towards the sky, even if you move into a bind. Create some space here. Use your breath. One more breath. If you're in a bind, slowly come out. Find your way back to warrior two, and then we're going to move into triangle pose. So hands to hips, straighten that front left leg. Inhale, right hip slides back, left arm reaches forward and down. And 3 to 5 breaths. Gaze can look down, look straight, look up. I'm looking down right now because this side puts a little bit of pressure on my lower right back. So do what works for you here. Try to create space. 3 more breaths. Gently hugging both shoulders towards that imaginary wall behind you, both sit bones. 1 more breath. And this time we're going to look down at our left foot. Bend your left knee. Bring both hands to the floor. Frame that left foot. And then step your left foot back to meet the right. Down dog. From down dog, inhale to our first plank pose. Hold 3 breaths. Belly button gently pushes towards your lower back. Pushing the ground away with both hands, slightly rounding the upper back. 1 more breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga, knees to the floor. Arms hug towards ribcage, chest towards the floor. Inhale, lift for cobra, head, shoulders, chest. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Again, inhale, lift, cobra pose. Exhale, down. 1 more time, inhale, lift, head, chest, shoulders, shoulders sliding down the back, gaze looking down your nose, and then curl the toes, down dog, 3 breaths. Nice job, you guys. All right, take an inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, we're gonna step your right foot forward for low lunge. Left knee comes down. All right, we're gonna bring our hands to our right thigh. Nice job, you guys. Okay, so from here, we're gonna find a twist to the right. Left arm's gonna come around to this right outer thigh, creating a prayer twist, hands palm to palm. Option is to stay here. Option is to curl your back left toes and lift your back left knee. I'm gonna stay right here. Okay, so normally I would show option 2. I'm not going to today. If this is where you're at, stay, or feel free to do your practice. 2 more breaths. All right, slowly come back, frame your right foot, Walk your right foot over. Bring your left knee down if it's up. Lizard pose. Right hand palms to the inside of right foot. Option is to grab your blocks. Come to your forearms. Okay. I'm going to stay right here because of what's going on with me today. We'll take 3 full cycles of breath. Nice job, you guys. As you finish your next exhale, you can slowly come out. We're going to find our way back to dog. However you get there. Nice job, you guys. Let's move through Vinyasa. Inhale to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. If you want to keep knees up, feel free. Otherwise, knees to the floor. Exhale, chest down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take 3 breaths. We're going to move to the left side. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, step that foot forward. Low lunge. You'll notice I am modifying a lot today because of my back. Bringing hands to your left thigh. Take a breath, get long in the spine, and then we're gonna exhale to the left, find that prayer twist. If you like, curl your back toes, lift your back right knee. One more breath. And then let's find that lizard pose. Bring hands to the inside of left foot walks over to the left. Either stay on hands, find blocks, come to forearms, 3 to 5 breaths. Notice that right inner thigh melting towards the floor, left leg hugging into left shoulder. Two more breaths. As you finish your exhale, we're going to find our way back to our down dog. So left foot steps back. As you find your way to dog, inhale to plank pose. Exhale, Chaturanga. Whatever that looks like for you. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then exhale, down dog, 5 breaths. If it serves you to come to child's pose, feel free to come to child's pose. Nice job, you guys. 2 more breaths. If you're in child, find your way back to dog. Take an inhale to tippy toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward. Step both feet to the front of your mat. However you get there, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice job. We're gonna find Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. So stepping left foot back a little bit to the left, right foot a little bit to the right, arms reach up, right hip back, left hip forward. Shoulders squared, hips squared forward. Can you let yourself soften here? Can you notice both feet gently pressing into the mat? Soft legs, long torso, soft shoulders. Gaze looking forward or up. 1 more breath. All right. Let's bring hands behind us, interlace fingers, root knuckles down your back leg. Option is to stay here or fold forward. Humble warrior. All the way down. I'm gonna stay halfway here. As you fold forward into humble warrior, your right rib cage comes to the inside of right inner thigh. Forehead to the inside of right shin. And if you're staying like me, keep breathing wherever you're at. If you're in humble warrior, prepare to rise. Inhale, press feet into the floor. As you hug into core, come all the way up. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, bring hands to hips. We're gonna simply step left foot forward and then step right foot back. Warrior one, opposite side. So left hip comes back, right hip forward, arms reach up. Settle in, 3 breaths. Creating space. Let's bring our hands down by our hips. Interlace fingers, opposite thumb on top. Inhale, open, expand through the shoulders. Exhale, humble warrior. Fold forward. 1 vertebrae at a time. Left rib cage to the inside of left inner thigh, forehead to the inside of left shin. If you've been taking my classes for a while, you know where you're going. I'm going to stay halfway here because of my back. Take 2 more breaths. As you finish your exhale, slowly rise back up. Arms reach up. And then exhale, hands to hips. Slide your back foot forward, shake out your legs. All right. So, let's find our way to a few balancing poses. As you come to Tadasana, let's shift our weight to our right foot. Hands to hips, lift your left leg up for stork pose. Option is to stay with hands on hips, or option is to reach your arms up towards the sky. Okay, if you want to follow my cue, you're going to bring left hand to left knee, and then you're going to open that leg over to the left. Feel free to bring right arm out. Take 1 more breath. So you're rooting gently and softly, strongly into that right leg, right foot. Bring that left knee back, and then we're going to switch hands. So opposite hand comes to the knee, finding a twist. Your left hand reaches behind you, gaze can follow. Find that space with your breath. 1 more cycle here. Slowly come back, and then let's bring that foot down. Take out your legs, switch to the other side. Left foot plants. Get nice and strong and steady in that left leg. Inhale, right leg lifts. Maybe lift your arms up. All right, so right hand's gonna come to your knee. We're gonna open that up. If you'd like to bring your opposite arm out to the side, feel free. Ooh, and I am a swaying stork today. All right, let's bring that knee back to center. Let's switch hands. Not my best side today. All right, feel free to turn your gaze to the right. As you can see, you can always modify. Do what you have to do. 1 more breath. Great quote today. The pose necessarily is sometimes not the goal. Come back to center, shake your legs out. Sometimes it's finding that place where we're stuck, right? Something I'm working on today. All right. Let's take 1 more wide standing forward fold. Let's bring our hands to our hips this time. Turn your toes slightly in. Take an inhale, long spine. Take an exhale, slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. Come halfway. Elbows point towards the sky. Gaze looks down, long back, long neck. When you're ready, bring your hands down to the floor. Bring them underneath. Let your head really ragdoll. Maybe you rock your head side to side. 3 breaths. Walk your hands back underneath your chest. Walk your hands to the front of your mat. Left foot steps back, down dog. Inhale, plank pose, 3 breaths. All right, exhale, Chaturanga. Move through Vinyasa, everybody, meeting back in down dog. From down dog, find your way to hands and knees. We're gonna find a forearm plank, 10 breaths, coming to forearms, hands palm to palm, toes to the back of your mat. Inhale, lift knees, gaze looking down, long neck, 10 breaths. If this doesn't work, modify. You can always bring knees to the floor. Two more breaths. Nice job, you guys. Bring your knees down. Find your way to your last child's pose. Spread those knees wide, toes touch, sit bones towards your heels, forehead to the mat. Let's walk our hands over to the right. Take 2 breaths here. And then hands over to the left. 2 breaths there. Walking hands back to center, find your way to seated, however you get there. Coming to your sit bones. All right, you guys. Coming to a seated position. Let's bring our legs out to a V. Give me a little bit of time to figure out where we're going next here. Let's bring our left foot to our right inner thigh. Keeping that right foot active so your toes are pointing towards your knee. Just let your right hand slide down your leg to the inside of your shin. Left arm reaches up and over, take 5 breaths. If you have a strap, you can always wrap the strap around your foot. Grab hold of the strap. Left sit bone rooting towards the floor. You're feeling the stretch most likely up and down this left side body. Left rib cage spins towards the sky. Nice job, you guys. 1 more breath. And then find your inhale, plant that hand. Find a gentle back bend if it serves you. As you lift that right arm up, right foot presses into the floor. And then coming back to the mat. We'll switch sides. So left leg comes out, right foot in. Nice job. All right, so left hand's gonna slide down your leg. And this side is a little challenging for me. That right arm's gonna reach up and over as you reach for that foot. Your left foot is active, so I'm not going as deep here. I'm gonna use my breath to open up. Take 5 breaths. Keep breathing. Take 2 more breaths. And then when you're ready, you're gonna find that back bend. Opposite side, calling it a mile thing. I've taken my classes before. All right, coming back to the mat. Let's bring the soles of your feet together. Let's bring them in as much as you can for a butterfly. Take an inhale, get long in the spine. Exhale, fold forward. I'm only going very mild in this pose here. Go as deep as you can. 5 breaths. Nice job. 2 more. When you're done, bring your knees together. We're going to find our way to our back. Finding our way, knees hugged into chest, rocking side to side. Rocking out that lower back. All right, let's find our way to bridge pose. Plant your feet, palms pressing into the mat. Inhale, lift your hips up, stay right here, or interlace fingers, roll shoulders underneath, 5 breaths. Finishing your exhale, bring your sit bones back down. Arms out to a T, lift your knees. Inhale, over to the right. Looking out over left shoulder, 5 breaths. The higher your knees come up towards your chest, the deeper the stretch. As you finish your exhale, come back to center and then over to the left. Same thing. 5 breaths. And if you're still in that opposite side, stay there as long as you wish. And then coming back to center. Any last pose that serves you. Happy baby, maybe legs up towards the sky. Finding an inversion of your choice. We'll take about 10 breaths here in the inversion. And then we'll find our way to Shavasana. You find your way to Shavasana. Take a few breaths. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth, letting go. I will let you know when to come back to awareness. So this is your time. If you have music you like to turn on, you have a cell phone, you have Spotify, maybe put on some soft music. We'll stay here for a few minutes as you let go of all conscious breath. Let your body be fully, completely supported as you rest on your back, palms facing up, down by your side. Let go. If you would like to stay in Shavasana, stay right where you're at. If you'd like to follow my cue, feel free to draw in a deeper breath. Bring some gentle movement to fingers to toes. When you're ready, reach your arms up over your head. Take a nice long stretch. Hugging knees into chest, find your way over to your favorite side. Take a pause. When you're ready, find your way back to seated, eyes gently shut. Softly letting your sit bones root into the mat, long spine, soft shoulders. Notice your body, notice your mind. So I read you one of my favorite quotes at the beginning of class. I'm going to read you one of my second favorite quotes, which really resonates for me today. Your practice doesn't expect you to show up happy. It asks that you be present. It doesn't mind if you are put together or if you are a mess. You can arrive with a jumbled mind and a heavy heart. Your practice could care less if you can touch your toes or meditate for hours. It simply asks that you show up. If your eyes are shut, open your eyes. Let's bring hands palm to palm. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for letting me show up as I am, and with a little bit of a sore back. Thank you for seeing me. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.